Infrastructure, by its very nature, is the basis of provision of ICT services and telecommunication services in general. We have seen in the past 20 years massive development from fixed line to mobile telephony to digital telephony to internet access proliferating across the whole country in Tanzania. And the same can be said about what's happening across Africa. We see telecommunication sector between 2005 up to 2012 in Tanzania being the fastest growing sector in our economy with a growth rate in excess of 20% year on year. It has proved to be the most resilient sector under all the different circumstances, including last year when we were actually fighting the COVID pandemic. Telecommunication sector was still resilient and was providing the important development objectives of our economy. To be able to have this communication infrastructure across the country, we need to expand network. Currently in Tanzania, our infrastructure has reached 95% of our population. But mostly this one is on 2G, the basic telephony, mobile telephony, but we need them to have also 3G, 4G, and digital and internet access. This is the time where all the key stakeholders, the government on one side, the telecommunication operators on the other side, and the general population should work together. And the key enabler is a proper government policy which provides clarity to everyone on what roles should be played. A key player in this one is the government to provide the enabling environment for infrastructure expansion and collaboration in ensuring that the less privileged economic areas should be covered. We should also look at other aspects of enabling expansion in rural areas. One very important one is on the issue of looking at all the costs the operators have to incur. A key component out of this is that in an already distressed environment in rural areas with low revenues, some of the fees should be waived off to allow more access to financing to those areas. The most important thing we're looking at is how do we get to connect the people who normally would not be connected because it does not make economic sense to connect them. So the subsidies were one way or one tool which we used, but other tools can be deployed, including waiving some of the taxes to ensure that these people who are in rural areas are not disadvantaged. In general, around the whole infrastructure, if the costs of providing the service is sustainable, there is a business case to actually invest in rural and underserved areas. The future is digital economy. It's important at this point to look at what type of innovative products can be incorporated in an already built infrastructure for development. First, with digital infrastructure, which is already in Africa in general and in Tanzania, there are so many possible solutions which can be deployed in different sectors, be it education, be it health, like telemedicine, be it agriculture, like smart agriculture, etc. So everything should focus onto looking at how can we use innovation in an infrastructure which is already resilient and which can actually propagate the agenda for digital economy. There are key recommendations I'd like to share with everybody on the best way forward. The first, we have to have clarity in our vision. What do we want? We are at the inflection point changing from resource-based economy to digital economy. The next important thing is ICT infrastructure should be taken as a key infrastructure the same way we take roads, etc. And it should have the right incentives to be able to be drawn into the core part of economic development of our country. This has been done in countries like Mauritius, where they actually have specific focus on development of ICT, and I commend the government of Tanzania now to have a specific ministry which is responsible for ICT, which has been launched since last year, 2020. Thank you.